Good evening, everyone. I'm Maura Roach.
And I'm Win Raybar.
Let's get to today's top story. It's back to school season, and the question on everyone's mind is, what's for lunch? Let's go to our correspondent, Nick Raybar, who took to the streets to see what the kids are saying. Nick, what's going on out there?
Thanks, Maura and Win. I've been asking around to see what's in the lunch boxes this year, and here's what the kids are saying.
Probably just like a ham and cheese sandwich.
I like bringing like a turkey and cheese sandwich. That's usually my go-to snack. Like a bunch of snacks like Goldfish, Doritos.
Welch's chips, chewy bars.
Well, there you have it. Anyway, let's tackle another hard-hitting question, and that's what are we making today? And that's my lunchbox ready chicken fajita pockets. Let's get to it. Got a preheated pan here, medium-high heat. Fire in a little bit of oil, and we're gonna start out by searing some chicken breasts here, which we're gonna just put right in. Start to hear that sizzle. And once that chicken is nice and cooked evenly, I'm gonna start putting in some peppers. I've got one of each color, a little yellow pepper, some red, green pepper, some red onion. I will give that a stir. We want to just soften those peppers and onions. Now we got to add a little bit of seasoning to this. And there's a lot of great spice mixes out there, but of course you know we're going to make our own. Mine's going to contain chili powder, cumin, oregano, paprika, garlic powder, and kosher salt. So season with courage. Go in with all of it. If you measured right, I'm using about a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of each one. And you can totally adjust based on your own flavor profile. And you can see here how this is starting to look like how a fajita is supposed to look. So now we're going to transform this into your everyday fajita into something that's going to travel really well for a school lunch. So we're going to take this away from the heat, and ideally you'll cool it all the way back down, maybe in your fridge for 20, 30 minutes before we start to turn these into fajita pockets. So I took puff pastry and I cut it into these little circles. You can use almost anything at home, a cup or a mug, anything that's about that size, about 4 inches. I'm gonna place it on the board. And we'll start by just egg washing the edges, just a little around the outside. Then I've got some shredded cheddar cheese, and I'm gonna go in with a bit of the filling. And you can see how the chicken is really nicely caramelized now, and there's a generous amount of peppers and onions, so it's totally full of flavor. You kind of roll it over like that, almost like you're making a pierogi or an empanada. You give it a press. That's gonna seal that in, and with that egg wash as it sits, it's gonna seal up perfectly, okay? And once they're rolled, we just brush the top with a little bit of egg wash. Try to get it nice and even, a thin layer. Now it's oven ready, and we're just gonna go in 450 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes. And look at those. I mean, those are perfectly golden brown. Let's see what's going on inside. Nice and steamy, good cheese pull there. You could serve them as is, or you could serve them with some sauce on the side. My kids love a little salsa, they love a little guacamole. And boom, there's our lunchbox ready chicken fajita pockets. Well, that's it from out here. Let's take it back to the studio.
Thanks, Nick. And until we meet again, keep on cooking.
Hey, that's my line.
Not today, it isn't.